when Gretchen rushes in with more bags than I thought possible to carry in 2 hands.
Is he still here?
She looks around the office as if I would let that little creature out of the bathroom to muddy up Anders' investigations.
Where is he?
Bathroom. I point my thumb to where I've detained the enemy. Gretchen drops the bags and almost runs past me.
How friendly is he? Did you pet him?
The article advised not to. He might have rabies.
I didn't see him foaming at the mouth in the photo. He's probably just lost.
Poor baby. Gretchen twists the handle and peeks inside. The dog attempts to squeeze through the opening.
Hello, sweetie. Look at his eyes.
Gretchen squeals and crouches in front of the dog whose breed I can't even identify. It's called heterochromia. Yeah, I googled that too.
They're so striking.
Gretchen motions to the bags in the middle of the reception area.
I wasn't sure how old he was, so the clerk at the pet store suggested several kinds of kibble.
A bark redirects our attention to the reason my night went awry. The dog, clearly satisfied that the attention is back on it, smiles. I've heard that dogs can smile, but seeing his muzzle stretch in a grin, his eyes sparkling, I question my original assessment.
Food? Do you want food?
Gretchen rises and fishes out 1 bag.
This says for small dogs under 35 pounds. Do you think he is under that?
He doesn't look much bigger than a loaf of bread. I have not picked it up.
I think he is small enough.
Gretchen stalks into the kitchenette and pulls 2 of my extra-wide jumbo mugs from Blend, my favorite local coffee shop. She pours the kibble into the red one that I usually use for my late-night cereal snack and sets it in front of the dog's face. Fully out of the bathroom, the dog sniffs the offering and tries the piled-high round brown balls. With a bark of approval, he plunges his muzzle into the food and crunches on the rapidly disappearing chow. Gretchen fills the other bowl with water and places it next to the food. The dog's small body is now entirely on display, which means I can tell he's actually a boy and is not neutered. He takes Gretchen's offering and slurps like he hasn't had a drop of liquid in days.
Are you lost, little guy?
Gretchen unpacks the collection of bags while the dog's tail wags a mile a minute, painting an even bigger grin on her face. Did the dog put a spell on my assistant already? It's been 2.5 seconds. If he thinks that's going to get it out of going to animal control, he's got another think coming. Sugar might be my weak spot, but small things like dogs and children are most definitely not. The middle of my reception is now a pile that includes a dog bed, a plastic mat that apparently goes under the food and water bowls, a pack of bright neon green tennis balls, a collar and a harness, a leash, smaller bags with dog treats, and a roll of poop bags. Poop bags in the middle of my place of business is not what I imagined this work would entail. Blood and gore? Yes. Stalkers? Absolutely. Angry spouses? Comes with the job. Poop bags? No way. I asked you to get something to tide the dog over till morning. I give her my signature stare. Usually, the less I say, the more people talk. They talk themselves into whatever I need them to say or do.
You said, and I quote, "Use the business card to keep the dog alive."
Gretchen pulls out her phone.
I called the shelter, and it's currently full, which means they can't keep him there for long if the owner is not found quickly. But,
she hesitates,
they do have a shelter-at-home initiative.
Great. And I gesture to the bags.
Because, as a good Samaritan, you might need to keep the dog for up to 30 days.